Good morning to all of you. Today we will continue with the second part of determinant, and the topic is adjoint of a matrix. So what is the meaning of adjoint of a matrix? So in this concept, in this category you will write the adjoint matrix of capital A equals to Aij is defined as the transpose of capital Aij. The adjoint matrix of capital A is defined as the transpose of capital Aij. Here Aij is the cofactor of element Aij. This is the meaning of adjoint of a matrix, and how can we will express it? It can be written as if we are taking one matrix capital A as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, it means its adjoint A. It can be written as transpose of capital A11, capital A12, capital A13, same procedure with the next one. And if we are taking the transpose of it, it means it can be written as A11, A12, A13. As we know very well, transpose means row will convert in column. So it can be written as A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So this is the meaning of adjoint A for a given matrix capital A. Capital A is cofactor. So this is for 3 into 3. If we want to go with 2 into 2, same method we will apply, but one shortcut is also given in our NCERT book. For 2 into 2, if we want to go with shortcut method, so one method is given. For example, 2 into 2 matrix can be written as A11, A12, A21, A22. It means if we want to write directly adjoint A, then it can be written as, you will interchange these two elements, and for these two elements we will write minus sign. So this is the shortcut method, but one foundation is there. It is applicable only for 2 into 2. We will not apply this shortcut method for 3 into 3. It means we will solve the question related with 2 into 2 by 2 method. Either we will solve by shortcut method or as per the previous one as per 3 into 3. But there is only one method for solving the value of a square matrix that is related with 3 into 3. So for example, if I am taking one question capital A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to solve by shortcut method because it is related with 2 into 2, then how can we will calculate direct adjoint A? It can be written as, we will interchange these two. So we will write here 4 and 1, and here we will write -2 or -3. or if we want to go with the transpose method, that is also possible, but it is applicable only for 2 into 2, not for 3 into 3. Now we know very well कि when you multiply A with adjoint A or adjoint A multiplied by matrix A, this is equals to determinant of A into I. If we divide all the sides by determinant A, then it can be written as all the sides we will divide by determinant A. So we can say it can be written as AB equals to BA equals to I. Here B equals to adjoint A upon determinant A, or we can say A is invertible and A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A. So A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A. This concept is known as inverse of a matrix, and as you see here, it is adjoint A upon determinant A. It means the value of determinant A is not equals to 0. Why? Because if determinant A equals to 0, then A inverse does not exist. So there are two conditions. If determinant A not equals to 0, then we can say it is the matrix related with non-singular, or we can say consistent. And if determinant A equals to 0, then such type of matrix is known as singular matrix, and it is related with inconsistent. So this is very important. If determinant A equals to 0, such type of matrix is known as singular matrix, or we can say inconsistent system is there. If determinant A not equals to 0, then we can say such type of matrix is related with non-singular matrix or consistent. So whenever we have to calculate inverse of matrix, first we will calculate determinant A. If determinant A not equals to 0, it means we can say non-singular matrices are there or consistent systems are there. If determinant A equals to 0, then inverse of a matrix is not possible. It means we can say inverse of a matrix is possible only for non-singular matrix or only for consistent types of matrix, and inverse of a matrix is not possible for singular matrix or for inconsistent system. Now I am taking one example which is related with A inverse. How can we will calculate A inverse by some other method? It is related with adjoint or non-singular or singular. Now I am taking one example so that it will more clear how can we will calculate the value of A inverse by some other method. I am taking one example here. So one question is here. For example, if matrix A is given and the value of matrix A is 2, 3, 1, 2, then we have to show that A square minus 4A plus I equals to 0, and Using this equation, we have to find A inverse also. So this is written in the question. So how can we will solve the equation? So first we will calculate A square. As you know very well, A square means A into A. It means we will put the value of A 2, 3, 1, 2. Again we will put the value of A 2, 3, 1 and 2, and now we will multiply it. So as you know very well, whenever we will multiply row with column, so R1 multiply by C1, and we will write in C1 column, and R2 multiply by C2, we will write in C2 column. So we will go with the multiplication of matrices. It can be written as R1 C1 in C1 column and R2 C1 in C1 column, as per the previous concept of multiplication of matrices. So 2 multiplied by 2, it becomes 4. 3 multiplied by 1, it becomes 3. Again we multiply R2 with C1, 1 into 2, 2. 2 multiplied by 1, it becomes 2. Then R1 multiplied by C2, 2 3 is 6, 3 2 is 6, 1 3 is 3, and 2 2 is 4. It means we will solve it. It becomes 7, 4, 12 and 7. So this is the multiplication of A square. After this we will solve LHS part. The LHS part is A square minus 4A plus I. So we will put the value of A square 7, 12, 4, 7. We will put the value of A. The value of A is 2, 3, 1, 2, and then put the value of I. If you see here, the order of the matrix is 2 into 2. It means the order of I is also 2 into 2. It is identity matrix. So this is your 1, 0, 0 and 1. And now we will solve it. Let's see what will come. So 7, 12, 4, 7. This matrix we write as it is. As you know very well, whenever any value given outside the matrix, it will multiply by each element which is present in the matrix. So it can be written as 2 4 is 8, 2 3 is 12, 4, 8, and here we will write 1, 0, 0, 1. Now we will solve it. So if you see here, both the matrices are positive. So first we will add these two. Corresponding elements will be added, and their order of matrices are also same. So that addition is possible. 4 plus 0 is 4, 7 plus 1 is 8, and the second term remains same. This is your 8, 12, 4, 8, and when you will solve it, you will get 0 matrix which is equivalent to RHS side. So this is one of the part of this question. Now we have to calculate A inverse. So as I said earlier, in such type of question, it is given here using this equation find A inverse. It means with the help of this equation we have to calculate the value of A inverse. We will not apply any other method for finding the value of A inverse. So in such type of questions, how can we will calculate the value of A inverse? We will go through with pre and post multiplication. So what is the meaning of pre and post? You will see here. So first we will write A square minus 4A plus I equals to 0. Pre-multiply by A inverse both the sides. If you want to multiply by post, it is also possible. So pre-multiplication means A inverse multiply by whole equation, same in right hand side, A inverse multiply by 0. If you want to go with post multiplication, it means you will write here A inverse just after this bracket. or 0 into A inverse you will write in the case of cross multiplication. Now after this we will enter A inverse in the bracket. So A inverse multiplied by A square minus 4 A inverse into A plus A inverse into I equals to 0. After this we can say when you solve A inverse A square, it becomes A raised to the power 1 minus 4 A inverse into A, it becomes 4 into I, that is identity matrix, and A inverse into I multiplied by, so A inverse into I becomes A inverse equals to 0. So it can be written as A inverse equals to 4I minus A. Now we will put the value of I and A. The value of I is 1, 0, 0, 1, and the value of A is 2, 3, 1, 2, and we will solve it. So when you multiply it, it becomes 4, 0, 0, 4, and here we will write 2, 1, 3, 2, and we will solve it. So 4 minus 2 becomes 2, because subtraction is possible because order of both the matrices are same. It is related with 2 into 2, or it is also related with 2 into 2. That's why we can say subtraction of these two matrices is possible. So 4 minus 2 is 2, 0 minus 3 is minus 3, 0 minus 1 is minus 1, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So it means this is the another way of solving the value of A inverse. If you notice in this question, if you see in this question, we are not using any concept of adjoint A here, because it is written in the question using this equation you have to find the value of A inverse. So whenever such type of information is given to us, you will go with pre-multiplication or post-multiplication. If you want to apply post-multiplication, it means this A inverse you will write here, and in right hand side just after 0 you will multiply 0 into A inverse. That is the concept of pre-multiplication and post-multiplication. Now I am continuing with the next concept. How can we will solve A inverse by the another method? This method was related with pre and post multiplication. Now I am taking one more method. See how can we will solve A inverse by some another method, or you can say with the help of adjoint A or determinant A. As you know very well, A inverse is equivalent to adjoint A upon determinant A. So how can we will apply? So take a system of equation. If I am taking one system of equation, system of equation means I will take 2 or 3 equations, or you can say more than 1 equations. So I will take 2 or 3 equations, and how can we will solve the question related with A inverse? So your first equation is A1x plus B1y plus C1z equals to D1. C1z equals to D1. I am continuing with the another method. How can we will calculate A inverse? Earlier I told we will calculate A inverse with the help of pre and post when it is given using this equation. If such type of information are given to us, then we will calculate A inverse with the help of pre and post. But another method is also there. So first we will go with system of equations. System of equation means 2 equations or more than 2 equations. So what is the meaning of this? For example, if we are taking such type of equation, A2x plus B2y plus C2z equals to D2, A3x plus B3y plus C3z equals to D3, then it can be written as A1, A2, A3, these are the coefficient of x. B1, B2, B3, these are the coefficient of y. C1, C2, C3, these are the coefficient of z. And here we will write x, y, z equals to D1, D2, D3. It means the first matrix is related with capital A, second matrix is related with capital X, and the third matrix is related with capital B. After this, if we again pre-multiply both sides by A inverse, pre-multiply by A inverse both the sides, then what we will get? It can be written as A inverse AX equals to A inverse into B. Now we will rearrange it. A inverse into A we will write together. Multiply by X. A inverse B. As you know very well, A inverse A means I. Multiply by X equals to A inverse B. I into X means only X. And this is equals to A inverse into B. So we can say X equals to adjoint A upon determinant A multiplied by B. So this type of concept is known as matrix method. It is one of the important concepts. X equals to adjoint A upon determinant A into B. Here we can say determinant A is not equals to 0, because if determinant A equals to 0, then we can say inverse of matrix is not possible. So this is the concept known as matrix method. Now I am telling one question that is related with matrix method. How can we will identify the value of variables x, y, z? It is one of the important concepts. So I am taking one question related with 2 into 2. And the question is, solve the system of equation by matrix method. And this time system of equations are given to us. 2x plus 5y equals to 1 and 3x plus 2y equals to 7. If such type of informations are given to us, then how can we will solve this system of equation? How can we will start it? So first we will write, we have to given 2x plus 5y equals to 1, 3x plus 2y equals to 7. It can be written as 2, then 3, these are the coefficient of x, 5, then 2, these are the coefficient of y, then we will write x, y, and here we will write 1 and then 7. We can say first matrix is related with A, this is x and this is B. Now we have to calculate basically the value of capital X, that is x and y. So we will write here, we know that A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A. So as I said earlier, first we will calculate determinant A with the help of this matrix capital A. So how can we calculate? How can we will identify the value of determinant? 2 into 2 multiply by 3 into 5 and we will solve it. We will get 4 minus 15. It means it is equivalent to minus 11. It means we can say the value of determinant A is not equal to 0. It means A inverse exists here. Now we will calculate adjoint A. So as I told earlier, whenever 2 into 2 matrix is given, we will directly calculate A by shortcut methods. So we will interchange here. So if you see 2 is given here, 2 is also given here. So same thing will again come if we interchange. And then here we will write minus 5 and minus 3 by shortcut method. This is the concept of adjoint A. Now if you put the value of adjoint A or determinant A here, then directly we will calculate A inverse. So after this, so we can say A inverse equals to minus 1 upon 11 multiplied by 2 minus 5 minus 3 and 2. So this is the value of A inverse. After this, now we can say x equals to A inverse B. So the value of x is x, y. The value of A inverse we already calculated here, 1 upon 11, 2 minus 3 minus 5 and 2, and the value of B is 1 and 7. Now we will solve it. Let's see what will come. So after applying x equals to A inverse B, we will put the value of A inverse and B, and it can be written as minus 1 upon 11 as it is. Now we will multiply these two matrices. If you see, the order of this matrix is 2 into 2 and the order of this matrix is 2 into 1, so that multiplication of matrix is possible. So how can we multiply? R1 multiplied by C1, right in C1 column, 2 1 are 2, and minus 5 multiplied by 7, it becomes minus 35. Then R2 multiplied by C1 and right in C1 column, that is minus 3 plus 2 7 are 14. So we will solve it. Minus 1 upon 11 minus 33, and it is 11, and x and y lie in your left hand side. So we will solve it. When we will solve it, we will get 3 and minus 1. So we can say the value of x is 3 and the value of y is minus 1. And if you want to check our answer, the answer is correct or not, what we will do, we will put the value of x and y in any one of the equation. For example, if we are putting the value of x and y in the first equation, 2 3 are 6 and 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. It means 6 minus 5 is 1. So it means our value are also right. So this is also the way, or you can say, with the help of x and y, we will easily check if our answer is right or not. If you want to put the value of x and y in second equation, that you check, 3 3 are 9, 9 minus 2 becomes 7. It means we will get LHS equals to RHS. So this is the way for solving the question by matrix method, but it is related with 2 into 2. That's why shortcut method is possible. If the question is related with 3 into 3, then we will not apply the shortcut method. We have to continue with the cofactor. On that time, we have to calculate 9 cofactor, and then we will go through with the same x equals to A inverse B. That is very, very important. Shortcut method is not applicable for 3 into 3. Now I am telling one more question that is related with 3 into 3. How can we solve the question which is based on 3 into 3? Good morning to all of you. Today I will tell something more about determinant, that is chapter number 4. Today concept is matrix method. Earlier I told you about the A inverse, how can we calculate inverse of matrix if we apply pre and post multiplication, and if we go with shortcut method, and how can we calculate inverse of matrix for 2 into 2. Now this is the example how can we solve the question which is based on matrix method and which is related with 3 into 3. So now we will start. How can we solve the question? It can be arranged as 3, 2, 4, minus 2, 1, minus 3, minus 3, minus 1, 2, x, y, z, 8, 1 and 4. We can say the given system of equation can be written or arranged in this way. 3 to 4 are the coefficient of x, minus 2 plus 1 minus 3 are the coefficient of y, lie in C2 column. 3 minus 1 and 2, these are the coefficient of z, lie in C3 column. Then x, y, z are variable, and 8, 1, 4 are related with the right hand side. So we can say the first matrix is related with capital A, second one is x, and this is our B. After this we can say x equals to A inverse B. This is our equation number first. So first we will calculate A inverse. It is related with 3 into 3. So how can we will calculate A inverse? We know very well A inverse is adjoint A upon determinant A. It means first we have to calculate determinant A. Matrix A is given. So how can we will calculate determinant A? As we know very well, as per the exercise 4.1, we will go with the symbol plus, minus, plus, and then alternate symbols are there. So I am continuing with the expanding method, expanding R1, and I am calculating here determinant A. So please pay attention. First we will write here 3. 3 lie in the C1 column and R1 row. It means other elements will come. So I write here 1, minus 3, minus 1 and 2. Then I will write minus sign, minus 2 lie in C2 column and R1 row. It means other elements will come. It is 2, 4, minus 1 and 2. Then I will write plus 3 lie in the C3 column and R1 row. So I will write other entries, that is 2, 4, 1 and minus 3. Now we will solve it. When we will solve it, what we will get? 3 as it is. 1 into 2, 2, minus will come, minus 3 multiplied by minus 1, it will be plus 3, then minus and minus, plus 2, this is your 4, plus 4, plus 3, minus 6, minus 4. So we will get minus 3, 2 8 16, and 3 into minus 10, minus 30. It means we will get minus 17, which is not equals to 0. The value of determinant A is not equals to 0. It means we can say A inverse exists here. Now we will come to on adjoint A. How can we will calculate adjoint A? When matrix 3 into 3 is given to us. So after this, on behalf of matrix A, we will continue with the adjoint A. So first we will calculate cofactor A11, and we know very well it can be written as minus 1 whole power is 1 plus 1 m11. When we will solve it, we will get m11. So the value of m11 is related with the element A11, that is the coefficient of x. It means we can say m12 is equivalent to 2 minus 3, it becomes minus 1. Same procedure we will do with A12, so it becomes, or it can be written as minus M12. So minus as it is, M12 is related with the element A12. So when we will solve it, it becomes 4 plus 4, it means we will get minus 8. Same procedure with A13. So when we will solve A13 and the other cofactor with the same method, we can say A13 is minus 10, A21 is minus 5, A22 is minus 6, A23, this is equivalent to positive 1, then A31, this is equivalent to minus 1, A32, this is equivalent to 9, and A33, again I am telling how can we calculate A33. The value of I is 3, the value of j is 3, so it can be written as 3 plus 3, M33, this becomes M33, M33 is related with A33, it means when we will solve it, we will get minus 6, minus 4, it means it becomes minus 10. The value of A33 is, or we will again check it, it becomes M33 is related with this, so when we will solve it, it becomes 3 minus 4, okay, it becomes 3 plus 4 and this is your plus 7. So these 9 cofactors are there related with minus. So after this we will write adjoint A. So adjoint A equals to, it can be written as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Now we will put all the values of cofactor. So when we will put all the values, we can say adjoint A is equals to A11 is minus 1, A12 is minus 8, A13 is minus 10, then A21 this is minus 5, A22 is minus 6, A23 is 1, A31 is minus 1, A32 is 9 and A33 is 7. So we can say the value of A inverse is minus 1 upon 17 and the value of adjoint A minus 1, minus 8, minus 10, minus 5, minus 6, plus 1, minus 1, 9 and 7. So this is our A inverse. Capital X we know very well, capital B we know very well. Now put all these values from in equation number first. So from equation, so we can say now from equation first, I will put the value of capital X is xyz, then the value of A inverse, this is minus 1 upon 17, minus 1, minus 8, minus 10, minus 5, minus 6, positive 1, minus 1, positive 9 and 7, and the value of B is 8, 1 and 4, 8, 1 and 4. Now with the help of these two matrices in right hand side, we will calculate the value of small xyz. So after this, we will go with the multiplication of matrices, and we know very well these two matrices are multiply here, because if we see here the order of this matrix is 3 into 3 and the order of second matrix is 3 into 1. Both these are equal, or we can say number of columns of first matrix is equivalent to number of rows of second matrix, that's why multiplication is possible. So how can we multiply? So we will write here minus 1 upon 17 as it is. Now R1 multiplied by C1, write in C1 column, so it becomes minus 8, minus 5, minus 1 multiplied by 4, minus 4. After this, minus 8 multiplied by 8, it becomes minus 64. Minus 6 multiplied by 1, minus 6. 9 multiplied by 4, it becomes plus 36. Then minus 10 multiplied by 8, minus 80. 1 multiplied by 1, it becomes plus 1. And at last 10 multiplied by 4, it becomes 28. Or when we will solve it, it becomes minus 1 upon 17. So minus 8, minus 5 and minus 4, it becomes minus 17. Minus 64 and minus 6, it becomes minus 70. 70 and then 36. So it becomes 34. Or you can say minus 34 and then minus 80 and plus 29. So it becomes minus 51. And this is equivalent to x, y, z. And when we will solve it, what we will get? We will get 1, 2 and 3. It means if we see here, we will compare it because the order of this matrix is 3 into 1. Here also the order is 3 into 1, so that comparison is possible. So we can say x equals to 1, y equals to 2 and z equals to 3. And if you want to check our answer is correct or not, put the value of x, y, z in any one of the equation. For example, if we are putting the value of x, y, z in second equation, what we will get? 2 into 1, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 minus 3, 1, and 1 equals to 1. It means if we put x, y, z, the value of x, y, z in any one of the equation, we will get LHS equals to RHS, so that verification is also possible, or we can say cross checking is also possible. So in matrix method, whenever 3 into 3 is given to us, it means we have to calculate all the 9 cofactor on that time. So during that time, we have to pay more attention on plus and minus symbol. And whenever 2 into 2 method is given to us, so either we will go through with shortcut method or we will go through with cofactor method. It depends on us. So whenever such type of questions are given to you, it is better first you solve it. First we will calculate always determinant A. After calculating determinant A, we will go through with A inverse. After calculating A inverse, you will put the value of A inverse in the formula, that is x equals to A inverse B. And after that, you will identify the value of x, y, z. At last, you will check the value of x, y, z in one of the equations. If you get LHS equals to RHS, it means your answer is right. So it is one of the most important method and important question also. So go through with it. And with the help of this procedure, you will solve any question which is related with 3 into 3 or 2 into 2. So I hope the other question you will solve with the help of this procedure very easily. Thank you very much.